President Trump is also ushering in a new era for the armed forces. A lot to cover here. The president signing several new executive orders aimed at transforming the military. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth following suit just days after being sworn in this weekend. He's pledging to end diversity and inclusion programs at the Pentagon. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has more from Washington this morning. So, Tom, how will these new executive orders impact our troops?
Hey, good morning from Washington, D.C., Markie. Look, these new executive orders might impact the amount of troops ready to serve. But here's the thing. The Trump team says that these executive orders are part of an effort to take on what it describes as a dire situation inside the United States military. So to dive into these new executive orders a little bit more, they're all part of this effort to sort of reshape the Pentagon. Two look at ending DEI practices in the military. One reinstates troops discharged for not getting the COVID vaccine, while another bars openly transgender Americans from serving.
Starting last week, we're ending years of incompetence, radicalism, and betrayal, and we're ushering in the most exhilarating era of reform and renewal in the 250-year history of our country.
The Trump team claims that allowing transgender people to serve openly in the military has undermined military readiness and unit cohesion, and it's vowed to crack down on what it calls, quote, gender insanity in the federal government. To put the impact of these executive orders, though, in perspective, from August 2021 to January 2023, the Department of Defense under former President Joe Biden discharged more than 8,000 U.S. troops for their refusal to get a COVID-19 vaccine. And according to the ACLU, an estimated 15,000 transgender forces could be impacted by the trans troop ban. But to address that military readiness concern, President Trump actually said in those comments we showed you that since his inauguration last week, he claimed that military recruitment numbers have surged. Markie?
And Tom, some of Secretary Hegseth's plan changes are upsetting lawmakers on both sides of the aisle, along with some veterans, some rank and file troops. What are they saying about this?
Well, one particular one caused quite an uproar, with President Trump signing that executive order to really get rid of DEI practices across the federal government. The Air Force actually dropped part of, some curriculum that was part of for new recruits, and it involved getting rid of videos describing the historical significance of the Tuskegee Airmen and the Women's Air Force service pilots known as the WASPs. But in a statement, the Air Force said it was quickly complying with President Trump's executive order banning DEI content. But the uproar may have led to a quick change, with Secretary Hegseth posting to X saying that the decision getting rid of the course content for new recruits was immediately reversed. The Air Force saying the stories of both historic groups will continue to be taught in basic military training. Markie?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.